Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. Got another little video, my arena climb. I did one yesterday that showed using Rey with clones to walk over the Supreme Leader Kylo. This is the one I'm using to climb over all those Rey teams with the Jedi. You know, they got Rey and Gas and Jedi Knight Revan. Some of them have Wad, Hermit Yoda. So this is the team I use for that, the Vader counter. I like to put Bastilla Fallen in there just because she gives extra defense and potency to Vader. I think that's pretty helpful. And I'm finally getting it to kind of work right. I got two clips for you, and the first one I'll show you, I make some mistakes, but I still end up being able to pull it out. So there's a little bit of wiggle room, but there's a lot of things that I did wrong, and now I'm finally kind of getting it dialed in. You got to have Watt put the weapons tech on Vader. He needs that so that he can get the speed boost and be able to go and enter in his merciless massacre. And thanks to some comments on some previous videos, I got people telling me that Rey really doesn't need that many debuffs on her. I think one of my commenters said that if she's just at health with no protection, it only takes like 8 debuffs and you should be able to get her knocked down. Well, I just recently took my Vader to Relic 7 today, and so I've been kind of testing him out. He's just 1 point under 8,000 physical damage. Pretty awesome. He can definitely put in some work. So I wanted to show you guys this. I recorded this match yesterday, and then after this I got one that I got today. And here's where I went after Watt first, took him out. I'm trying to stack as many dots as I can on Rey because I wasn't sure how many you need. And I wanted to make sure that my Cullen Blade will be enough. But if you're in that merciless massacre mode, you get a ton of extra offense. It's like 50% bonus. So your Cullen Blade will do more than enough damage, you know, if you have some debuffs or if you get that protection down. So that's definitely something I need to work on is whittling that protection down. The thing you don't want to do, which I make the mistake and kind of end up doing, is you don't want to pop anybody into damage immunity. If you do that, then she's going to end up taking a turn, getting her ultimate, and when she goes in her ultimate, chances are somebody's going to die. So you got to be really careful about that. And, you know, if you lose Vader, it's game over. And chances are if you lose a couple of these guys, it's going to be game over. But sometimes you can salvage it. It just really depends on how healthy and how much protection you have on everybody. Obviously, the more the better so they can tank it all out. And you're going to see that here. Right now, I'm going after, I've got Gas. You know, I'm trying to do side hits on just the ones that really don't matter. I'm trying to knock some damage on them, but I'm being mindful of their health bars. I don't want to pop them into the damage immunity because that's, like I said, a big no-no. So I used Bastila's move to put some debuffs on, and look, Rey went into her ultimate right there. So, little frustrating. Once that happens, there's not a lot you can do. I just recommend, if it does happen, to use basics. Because if I would have used his Merciless Massacre there, Culling Blade is just a waste. So just use basics on whoever. Right here, I throw protection over to Watt, and that way I can use his healing ability. Make sure he's got everybody topped up on health, and that he's topped up on protection. And look at that, was able to tank out Rey's ultimate hit amongst everybody. Nobody died, which is exactly what you want to happen if it happens. Got to keep everybody healthy and alive. And you can look at the clock. I've got under 1.5 minutes on here. Also, because I'm thinking about my choices, I really don't want to make a mistake. So I do think about this battle a lot more. It's not like an autopilot type of thing. So right there went into Vader's Merciless Massacre. I've got his Force Crush to put the dots on, so I do that. And I found out, like I said, that I really don't need to. I don't need that many dots. I took out Rey. And now I've got under 1 minute on the clock, so it's kind of a race to kill these last couple Jedi before the clock runs out. And I'm doing some damage. I flip it on auto just because it's faster. you still do have to watch out for gas. Like, he took out Traya. I mean, he can be a monster. So you ideally wouldn't want to use auto so that you can take out Revan first and then gas and keep him from doing some damage. But there's enough to do it and win. One with under 30 seconds left. So a win is a win, and it allowed me to get to first place in my arena. So the counter does work. I guess you could say it's got a little bit of forgiveness in it, but it's better if you do know what you're doing. It runs a lot smoother. So that was the first one. Let me show you the second one because it does go much smoother than the first. All right, here it is. Same guy in my arenas, exact same team as the last video. And here we go again with the team, only this time I think it goes textbook, kind of the way that it should go every time you play it. So you start off with the Massacre, and you're stuck under GK's taunt, so you got to use it on him. Now I can pick whoever, it doesn't matter though. Do the Force Crush, and then go around the world with the basics. I don't use my Cullen Blade in that first go-around. Maybe some people do, I don't know. But I choose not to. I just go ahead and use basics on everybody. Doesn't matter, I don't think. But if you guys do, you know, let me know if there's some way I can improve this and make it faster. Hey, that's even better. So I can't get off Kenobi. I've got another Force Crush, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm keeping an eye on the debuffs that are landing on Rey because I want to try and do it as soon as possible. And there's where Bastilla Fallen comes into play. I throw a turn meter from Thrawn over to Traya. That way I can use her isolate on GK. And now I don't have to worry about his taunt getting in the way. So now I've got Fracture up. I can go ahead and Fracture Rey. Kind of keep her on the sideline. The good thing about them having Jedi is that Jedi Knight Revan, as you see, will go ahead and mark Traya. So she does act kind of like a tank. And then right here I was thinking about it. You know, what should I do? So I go ahead and do a basic on Kenobi. I've got Bastilla Fallen up. I'm waiting to get around to Vader's Merciless Massacre, and there it is. So now I popped it, and now look at that. Cullen Blade right there on Rey for 614k damage, and it was enough to take her out apparently. So that's all that was needed. I didn't have to go around the world again and kill Watt first and do all that. And you can look at the clock that there's still 3 minutes on the clock, and now Rey's gone. I really think at this point you could throw it on auto. See, there went Watt, and now I'm just cleaning up the Jedi. So I think this is a much better way to go about doing it than having to drag it out and get tons of debuffs on Rey. As long as you do it within the Merciless Massacre, the Culling Blade, you're going to be in good shape. If you wait until it's over, then you don't get that extra offense boost, and then you need all the debuffs you can get. So as long as you do it with that little Vader icon over his head, you're good. And again, this is all information that I've tried out in the arena, and I've gotten from comments and just talking to people. Some good information out there if you know where to look. So I'd check other people's videos. I've been watching some by Wiggins-Bog. I've been watching some from, I don't know if you know him, Miami Heat, over on an Empire Strategy Discord. He's got some good stuff. So that's where I'm getting my information, and then this is just me putting it into practice. So you can see that it works really well. Still got a couple minutes on the clock, and that's that. So I hope this helps you guys. It definitely helped me just by trying it out several times in arena and seeing how others do it. So good luck to you. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.